Hi guys, can you hear me? Hello, hello, can you hear me? Is anybody out there? Just knocking if you can hear me. Is anybody home? Oh my god. Okay, I'm basically here to talk. And I would like to tell you, there have been some tarot readers that have literally channeled some kind of funky, they have been talking directly to me all week. Alright? Well, Some of them have totally picked up on exactly who and what I am. And I kind of picked up on that a long time ago, but I've been very quiet about it um, for many reasons. And you'll see why after a while, because there's going to be many haters that come up. And just know they're haters. Whatever. Um, anyway, I have realized how important it is what we readers do because I have been going through some hell. Granted, it's not been easy, but sometimes you could be the tipping point. I mean, sometimes you are the tipping point while still being human. Some of us go into the trenches and into the fire to try to pull out some really holy fuck amazing energies. And it hurts. Sometimes we know that going in. And actually, I've known that going in for a very long time. And I tell them, I've shown up in your life because you are on a crossroad. You're literally at a crossroad. You've prayed for something. And let's see if you're ready for it. Because here it is. Here's your gift. And I've been like feeling so despondent and so alone and so even though I know what's behind me, I've never been so tired fighting this energy. And I just want to do a shout out to Lumen Moon Tarot. Oh, Mammy Becky, you don't even know, honey. You don't even know. There's many of us who carry the same kind of energy, but they don't quite know who they are yet. And they're really fighting a battle of their lives. And Mammy Becca, guess what? You have to quit doubting what you are now. You do, because you're amazing. I mean, you're amazing. It's like every time I pulled you up, you were talking straight to me. Everything that well, you've seen my comments. Anyway, and there's another one, the psychic detective guy. Ooh, that boy can preach. Dude, you so. I was in so much. Mm, I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for you two, I wouldn't be able to do and sit for my next like thing. And I am a tarot reader, but I'm not here to read some tarot this time. I'm here to let you know that you've literally been a blessing and you need to be more confident. All you amazing readers, like just keep swimming. I love her, Stephanie. Um she's a little naughty, but she's got that personality. But I don't want the followers. I just want the right people. And y'all know who you are. Because there's a big job to do. And even though I was out dancing with the devil, I've always known my energy and the fact that others didn't recognize. I still had some shit to remove. Because it could still hurt me. So I was still building my armor. And while I was building that armor, you guys strengthen my faith and my spirit. And yeah, I'm here to do a big job. And I've said from the beginning, when people first saw me and I started making myself visible, they were like drawn to me saying, "Man, you need to do this. You know you're psychic." Yeah, I know I'm psychic. But every time I thought about it, it was so heavy. I mean, so heavy because I am such an empath. You don't, I mean, maybe you do, but I don't know, guys, when you know that your energy has the ability to and does affect the freaking quasar in the corner of the cosmos, and what you do comes back to you, you tend to get very careful with that shit and what you do with it and how you use it. And I was trying to find that meme because this isn't about me. This is actually about all of us. Because what I am, you are too. It's just the way it is. And so many amazing influencers out there with this freaking knowledge, and they still have that doubt. And mine was removed actually today, partially by you guys. And there was like, there's so many out there preaching, and some of you have the dirtiest mouths, and quite honestly, I don't blame you. I told you if Jesus was here today, that's not what I fucking meant, man. Y'all screwing this up. No. Hold on, hold up. So there's a whole world out there that we're meant to change because it's time. And there has been, I mean, we know the agenda. There have been some very bad people, the precious children. Oh my God. I have that such Kali Ma energy, you don't even know. That children's energy is so freaking important. And that's why they're attacking the children right now, okay? Any of you that know about it or follow it, just trust me, they're attacking the children right now. We need to protect the children. It's time to quit being that passive thing. And when you want to stand up, you need to stand up. And yeah, there's going to be backlash, but it doesn't matter. When you stand up and you know what's behind you, you're its puppet. Like Becca said earlier, you know who's driving that car. Uh-uh. And let me tell you what, there's going to be a time when that energy takes the wheel of your fucking car and it's going to drive you in the goddamn ditch if you don't wake the hell up. That's the way it happens. I don't do anything. You want to say I'm casting spells and doing this and doing that? No, bitches, you're the one casting spells. I don't do anything. I've said a long time. I don't do shit like that. I don't have to. So, you know, don't want to. I'm here to help people. I'm here to help them remove their boundaries because they got access to that encyclopedia eternia, as I like to call it, the 4D messenger realm. It's not really complicated. Just remember, as above, so below. But you got to take it a little farther because a lot of people are taking that eternal knowledge. The other side is like taking that eternal knowledge, and they're doing a little number on it. And I have been fighting, as you guys know, the digital companies because and and people say, why do you sleep with the TV on? Why do you sleep? When you know who you are, anything that comes at you is going back to them. And if they're using that digital device to harm people, come on, motherfuckers. That's why I keep it on. That's why I'm not afraid of the electronics. That's why I'm not afraid of watching and seeing what they're doing and seeing what's going on. They're telling on themselves. They're stupid. They're stupid, ego, evil people. And what you have behind you and what you have inside you, you gotta be laughing at them. And yeah, we love them, but something happened in me today because of you guys. Um, and the situation. Just maybe back when you were talking about, oh, I'm getting mad, or how dare you? How dare you? Who do you think you are? Dude, that's exactly. These people thought I was being pissed off. Well, I was being pissed off because of their disrespect to me, because I know who I am, and I've never been there to hurt anybody or harm anybody or be ego. I'm here to do a job, and that's it. I'm here to give you a message. What you do with it, if you attack me, if you don't, that's your demons coming out. You need to see those. I don't want nothing to do with them fuckers. You need to take care of them, or I will. If you make me, I will. But it's not me doing it. It's just me reflecting it, because that was my choice. And those of you who are like me, you'll understand who you are, because you might have given way to temptation now and then, but you knew there was just something inside you that was always that. It was always about God. Sometimes when you were doing things maybe you weren't supposed to, you had a little hesitance, but whatever wound you were filling, you didn't have to do it long. And that weakness became a strength. You know who I'm talking to. Anyway, as our wisdom, as we have access to more natural wisdom of the eternal, so does the dark side, let's say. One that are hurting the children and doing the control thing of all God's creatures. So many in pain and they choose to be. Sometimes we gotta let them. But some of them are on the edge and they need you and they need me and they need us to know exactly who we are. There's a few of you out there, and we're gonna come together. I just feel it. Um, because there's times when we all need guidance, and we need to be able to trust and see that spirit within each other, and understand that we're all here to start something big. And you feel it. You've always felt it. We can wander off our path, and we have a little wiggle room to test waters, but if you're like me, every time you went to do something that maybe you shouldn't have been doing, and I'm not saying it's wrong or right, because everything happens for a reason, for you to come to this point. So I think every wiggle I took, because it taught me how to get closer to spirit and how I needed to get closer to spirit, because that shit hurts. It does. And now sometimes I make a choice, so I make a choice to hurt so others may have, but we have to choose wisely at this point, guys. There's a lot of people out there that aren't ready for this yet, but you guys are. And any wisdom that comes from that encyclopedia Eternia. It's not my wisdom. There's no wisdom under the sun that's out there that anyone can claim. It's always been there. So anything that I would do, uh, being able to read that book, basically, if I claim that energy from my own glory, that would be kind of like plagiarism, but that encyclopedia eternity, or eternia is what I call it. That is something anybody with a soul has access to, you know? And anything that I don't do. I'm just a meat suit for spirit. That's not me. That's not my wisdom. That's just me being a damn mouthpiece to truth that nobody wants to hear. But that's okay. I'm here doing it. Because you are that important. What you guys do in this world, man, you don't even know. I started preaching about something I call responsible co-creation. We've gotten it into co-creation, but even us, we aren't at the level yet where we're confident. We're not, we still let these energies affect us. And when we allow it to affect us, we're basically allowing it to affect that quasar on the far reaches of the cosmos, you know? So if you're touching that shit, what the fuck do you think you're doing here? I'm just gonna say. So, if you don't have confidence or you're doing those things that make you go, should I be doing this? Should I? No, you shouldn't. If you have a question, don't do it. End of story. If you think you shouldn't be doing it, guess what? Hello. And people, we are so precious to that eternal wisdom. I mean, we're like their little gems, their little seeds that they have to let go of, kind of like children. But there's 9 billion of us on this planet, and God only knows how many other. You don't even know. That's complicated, but it's not complicated. It's kind of simple. Basis to everything, simple truth. Anyway, there's going to be a lot of people out there that's going to try to take information from very beautiful, special people, and they're going to try and use it for their own ego. But here's the thing, okay? They aren't going to be able to because they won't be able to carry it off because they don't know. They don't understand. They only know. And they only know so much, so they'll end up showing themselves eventually. Their choice. Sometimes they'll end up showing themselves right away. It depends. Depends on how much evil they've done in the world. And how much evil they've done to me. Because I've told everybody, I don't know what it is about me, but let me tell you what. If you piss off that divine spirit in me, I wouldn't give 2 cents for possibly even your life. It depends on how evil you are. I don't know. I don't know your whole story. That's not on me, but I see you. You made me feel you. You didn't see me. You didn't see the divine in me. And because you treated me that way, may you be blessed. May you wake up. You've heard me say a million times, it's never too late to do the right thing all the time, every time. And I'm not talking about the right thing for me or you. I'm talking about a right thing for a much bigger picture. Because sometimes you have to kick some ass. It's not time for us to sit back and observe. It's time for us to bring that doctor's bag to the front line and be willing to fight if we have to. And I've been in the trenches. And you guys have saved my life. I cannot even tell you. If it weren't for you, I'd be facing a lot more karma. And if you talk about family karma or family generational karma, all right, I'll tell you, my ancestor is Cotton Mather of the Salem witch trials and Increase Mather, and on the other side there was the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, which had some very low vibrational consciousness in it to control. Anyway, so don't be afraid to leave your TVs on once you understand, because what we're doing is we're taking all that evil, because they're basically sending it out to us, and they're stupid. If you know what and who you are, you know that anything they send out to you goes back to them tenfold. So what are we doing to their network, sweethearts? What are we doing to their AI? I'm not going to be afraid of AI, and you know why? Because I am infecting their networks with God, and they can't do anything about it. Seriously, every time they attack me, like Becca says, it's going back tenfold. It doesn't matter what level. They aren't big guys. There's only one big guy. What are you afraid of? Fearless? Yes, that's me. I've been taking on these companies forever. You don't even know. Watch what happens. All right. I've been infecting their network with God forever. That's why I can watch this shit and it affects me. And I pay attention to where it affects me, because that's where I need to kind of focus my energy. That's why I pull away and I'll go light a candle, as I did right here. And I make these candles and I bless these candles. But I don't bless them in a way for anything but you. And that's between you and the divine. Now, when I do a healing, I will picture the breath as you blowing it out, because you'd have to read the candle prayer to see how it works. It has nothing to do with me. I'm not intruding. I'm not. No, this is between you and the divine, sweetheart. And that's what that's made to do, is remove those blocks between you and the divine, because that's where your magic is. I am afraid I removed those blocks a long time ago. I've known who I am for a very long time. It is a big responsibility. Becca, Jesus Christ. I mean, you were like, and so many of you amazing. You picked right up, and I heard Alice, it's time. It's time. I know who my daddy is, as one reader says, and I forget how. I can't even tell you how amazing it is, because I haven't watched, and I've had some amazing readers come up that I've never even seen before with a direct message to me. All right. Yeah, the divine's got my computer, honey. He got my back. He will give me who I need. And you guys have been manna from heaven. You are truly connected. And you need to know that. Now, we still have a battle to fight. But I'm just a messenger. That's my secret. You're a miracle. And you know how you're a miracle? Oh, you know how you're a miracle. I'm not going to tell you. You'll know how when you know how, and then you're a miracle. Well, I can tell you, though. There's a collective consciousness that's very important. And it's time to tip the scales. I mean, we've been waking it up, but it's still frustrated and open and vulnerable like a little baby. So it's time to start. It's time to start casting pearls in the right direction. Because there's a lot of us out there that are so wounded and so, I mean, beautiful people, beautiful. I mean, just the other day, I can't I was dealing with a demonic that absolutely, I was saying, shut up! I mean, literally, I was doing everything I could, but standing on me. And I'm like, I don't fucking need this. Nobody needs this. And I'm still trying to tell him, because right now I'm at the point where I'm about to get my popcorn and watch the show because I've told them all during this, you're at a crossroads. I'm here to help you ascend. You can do that if you see what I am and you hear what, but they chose. What happened was the ego, you know. I was here to help them. I was here to teach them how to be in that presence of that love that we all need and that he also needs back. Well, he doesn't need it back, but can you imagine what a lonely job that would be? The more the merrier, but it's up to us to choose, and everybody makes their. I made my choice a long time ago, and I've still had to go through some mindsets of ego, and I knew I had them, but I didn't understand why, and now I understand why. So I don't have them anymore. You talk about unstoppable, unfuckwithable. Yeah, that's the way I'm feeling right now, and you guys, this isn't about ego. This is about giving credit where credit's due. And everything I am is not because of me. I mean, it is because I've always seen the beauty. I always wondered what the hell is wrong with the world, but why are you hurting me? And I took that as like, why do I deserve this? Why am I unworthy? I've done everything well. How many times did I sit by and watch an earth angel be harmed, or talk shit behind somebody's back or blah, 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 blah. No, if I'm gonna talk to somebody about you, it's the same shit I'd say to your face. And it may hurt. And I'm sorry. But that hurt has to happen because you're stubborn and you won't listen to love and common sense. So sometimes we have to bring it. And it's okay. Those that are supposed to be with you will be. But I see you beautifuls, and oh man, hold on for what's ahead. And even if you turn the volume off and leave your computers on, you don't understand the powerhouse that you are. You don't understand. That's a portal. All right. We need to turn it the other way. So leave it on. Turn off just leave it on. Because anything they're sending through those airways, you're sending back to that system. And you're helping destroy it. Now, to some of you, this is going to make sense. To others, it's not. But those that are good, and those it's destroying. And I had to see that too, because at one time, and that's one of the things that I saw, I was like, Alice, why do you need to see this? Why don't you just have faith? Why do you need this reaffirmment? Why do you need this? You know the score. You've seen it. There's angels behind you. You've seen it time and time again. You've seen bad people go splat because you told them, God's going to get you. And it's like, I didn't do anything. I just came to warn you and to get you to try and change your ways because you're hurting a lot of people and have hurt a lot of people. And God loves you and doesn't want you to hurt people anymore. So I take that pain. I take some of that karma, and it is excruciating. And I just went through that, and I just understood that because you guys are so fucking amazing. You don't even know. Manna from heaven. Oh yeah, you fed my soul. You are beautiful. We can do this together. Sometimes we just got to grab that doctor's bag and that beautiful heart of ours and understand what's behind us will never fail us and go into those trenches. Pull out those pearls. Those pearls have been cast by God a long time ago, and they're living in every single human being out there. And some people are really trying to find them and polish them off. Those are the ones we need. The other ones are too much on the fence, you know. Anyway, I love you guys. You're amazing. You don't even know. We're all amazing. We all are the same in so many ways, but we're here to be a unique expression. And the unique expression is so we can talk to each other and have that support and have that knowledge, because I might understand something differently that might help you as you're trying to help others, you know. You might see something differently that might help me while I'm, and the more we reach for oneness and the collective, the more we overcome this dark energy that are hurting our precious star children coming here now. And you know what I mean by that. I don't mean they're fucking aliens, okay? Let's talk about the fourth dimensional entities, okay? They're all messengers. They're all messengers. What you do with them is up to you. You are the master of this reality and the fourth dimension, and the fifth dimension should be like master of you. And all these people that are talking, and it's not even a dimension really. I call it the level of wisdoms. You have the 3D wisdom, the 4D wisdom, which holds the messengers, which would be angels. Even the demons are a messenger. And they're there for a reason. I said this a long time ago. I told that story. Even the demons are there for a reason. Do you think they want to be there? No. They want to be comfortable in their own world, but they're sent there for a reason. And that reason is to make you quit fucking fearing. Quit being afraid. Why are you afraid? That's like energy that's way down here. What you have behind you is like, oh my God. You just made a choice in your heart a long time ago, and my dear, that heart is so precious. God sees you. Now it's time for you to fully see you. I can't wait. I can't wait for what's ahead. Anybody that's made it this far, you're more than unique. Had so many unique. Oh, Ramblin' Mike. He's another one. Oh my God, Ramblin' Mike, I love him. We just have to push a little harder, and we have to stop being so loving. Because what's going on with that energy is, seriously, we've been taught that, oh, that's not my business. I gotta sit here and look and be that. Now, sometimes we gotta kick some ass. And you know that, and you feel like you want to do something, but you sit down because you're afraid to. Stop it. Stand up. Yeah, stand up. That's one of my messages. Quit being a little. Because if you sit there and you allow others to knowingly be hurt, that's karma for you. All right. And that's how good people have bad lives, because they don't realize how many times that they should be standing up for spirit, and they're too afraid because somebody might judge them. Fuck them. Let people judge you. Anyway, you shouldn't have anything to be afraid of. If you're standing up for spirit and you feel like you need to be moved to make something stop, you make it stop. Just, or at least give the attempt. And something tells me if it's, yeah, it's supposed to stop. If you feel like you want to make a stop, you need to do something. And that's when the angels can rush in. That's when you focus your divine attention on that situation. And then you leave alone. You just, hey, wait. Just answer the call. The truth. You know, it all lives in us. And it's all the same. That truth is all the same. There's only one truth. And it lives in every human being out there. And that's what we're working from, is that one truth. Okay? Now, we're all supposed to be different expressions of that truth for a reason. So, your amazingness is key. Faith in your amazingness. So, that's it. I'm admitting it. You know, I'm not reading out of any dusty old books here on earth. I'm reading from that Encyclopedia Eternia, because anybody knows that knowledge is fluid, wisdom is fluid with it, and you can't. That shit don't belong here right now. I mean, it does. There's good stuff in there, but times are different, energies are different. So we need to read from that book, that messenger book, because that's the realm in between, and everything's there for a reason. But they're all there for you. Trust that, okay? There is nothing you should fear. Okay? Anyway, I love you guys. Know who and what you are. You're here to. You're here to bring a message of change and truth. Just your divine expression of it. And don't let anybody make you doubt, because that hurts. I mean, that's like crucifying Jesus all over again. That's what that whole story is about. That's what we're doing. Every time we doubt what he's given us and we don't stand in it, we're basically crucifying God. That's just karma. Stand for what you know. It's time. Leave on those televisions when you understand who you are. Or even if you don't, it doesn't matter. You are who you are. And you've seen this. You know, you've had to live through some shit. But you've seen certain things don't affect you like it does other people. And all you dumbass bitches out there casting spells, it's time for me to get my popcorn, because I told you so. I tried. You didn't see me. I saw your possibility. What I gave you was genuine love, and what you did to me, yeah, no. You don't do that. Ever. Go ahead and try. And I know I gave you access to my computer. I did that on purpose. I was told to. Go ahead. I dare. And I've said that a bunch. And now you're going to be wallowing in your own shit because you're stupid. Let people be stupid. Let them be stupid. Some people have energy where, you know, we have to let ourselves get hurt a little bit so they learn their lesson. Because when you know who you are and somebody hurts you, God don't play. God don't play. I mean, it's not actually God that comes down and freaking. No. There's earth angels here that work, that don't know. They know things, and they judge at the moment by what's inside them. They trust it instead of what they hear, what they see. And they'll back off from it. But I am getting a little hoarse and my battery's running low, so I'm going to end this here. I love you guys. Have a good night.